All right, welcome to Rock Show Critique, and our another new guest here for our In Conversation series, Mr. Ripper Owens. How you doing?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So you're a busy man. So much going on all the time. I don't know how you can keep track of everything.
I I don't keep track of it very good, so I have to check my Wikipedia page to see what I'm doing.
So looks like you're coming to town in a couple days here. Um, for with the Three Tremors. Tell us about how what we expect for the show there.
Well, this is a second record with the Three Tremors, and obviously by name, it's got three singers: Sean Peck and Harry Conklin, and then the guys from Cage is the band. But now that would just say, I guess you're the Three Tremors band, and uh, it's a great show because listen, you gotta like metal. To be honest, it's not a faint of heart show. It's an old school, straightforward heavy metal show that is just nonstop, coming at you. A lot of high singing. It's a lot more high singing than I usually do, and we're just screaming away and singing away, and you know, um, we've got great merch for sale there. The thing about Three Tremors is everything's over the top. The music, the artwork, the songs, everything's really great, old school, over the top metal. So it's fantastic.
So how did you guys all start up the whole project? How did that all come to be?
Well, Sean started the project. I was doing a lot of touring with other singers. I did like in South America. I started did some shows with it was myself and Blaze Bailey and Udo Dirk Schneider and Mike Viscara. We did like a metal singers tour here in America. I did with Jeff Tate and Blaze Bailey. We did a thing called Trilogy. So Sean called and said, "Hey, we should do something, but make it original. Just record an album, not play old songs. Let's do our own." So that's how it started.
All right, so you have the second album coming out tomorrow. Looks like here, Guardians of the Void. Tell us about how that all came to be with the writing and the recording and everything.
Well, he messaged me and said, it's about time. Here's the thing: we had another tour signed, all ready to go in 2020, then COVID hit. So it just moved it forward a little bit, but Sean was all ready to record it. The first one was a success. We did a lot of touring all over the world. And, Sean messaged and said, "Hey, it's time." In the meantime, Harry moved to Greece, got married and moved to Greece. Um, so it changed the dynamic on how we did things. But with COVID, it was great. I just recorded my vocals. He sends stuff to us. We record our stuff and move forward. And the great thing is we record the whole album. Like when I do my vocals, I actually record the whole record. We all record the whole record. We don't just take parts like it is on the album. So then they go in and mix it and separate the vocals.
All right, so this tour is supposed to last till it looks like you're doing like man a lot of shows in a short period of time here, but not too much time off. How do you get
Yeah.
through a tour like that? That's got to be kind of tough.
Well, the only, and the big problem is we haven't toured a lot, so vocally we'll see what happens. I had the first show last night, and uh, my throat's already feels like crap.
Mm,
It's really brutal stuff. But to be honest, I think as we get going, it should get, it gets the voice going. I've been doing shows. I've been singing nonstop in the studio, and I've been doing solo shows. But this is a different animal. Even though there's three singers, the singing is really, brutal. When you're not used to touring, even the conditions, like you said, we got 6, 7 shows in a row, a day off, 6 or 7 in a row, and it's not like it's good old fashioned road touring. You're in a van, you're staying here, you're staying there, and you got to get ready. So I'm hoping as the tour goes on, my throat feels a little better.
yeah, it might just be the start of it. So hopefully, yeah, time as time goes on, maybe that'll help you out for your benefit there. So after this tour's done, what's next for you? What's the plan?
Well, I got a few little things to do. I got to fly out to Spain and shoot this video for somebody. And then January, I think Three Tremors are going to do another tour. We're going to get out on the West Coast. And then I'm supposed to have some stuff in Russia in March. But then KK's Priest stuff will be starting up pretty soon. I mean, that's going to be a big deal. It's a little harder to start that one up because it's bigger venues, bigger production. It's a bigger deal. So it takes a little longer to figure out how to do it and where we're going and what we're doing.
All right, well, that's a good segue into the next question I had. KK's Priest. So how did you become involved with that project?
Well, we had done a show. We've stayed in contact throughout the years, and we had done a show in November, I think it was, of 2019, and had David Ellefson and Les Binks, and AJ was on the guitar, and KK, and it went really well. We had a good time, and I think Ken was like, "Man, I'd like to start doing music again." And I think when he realized there was going to be no Priest, he wasn't going to be with him for a 50th anniversary tour. He wasn't asked to do it. I think he was bit by the bug enough that he wanted to make this record. So he called and asked me because he knows that I'm really busy. I'm constantly touring, constantly doing stuff. So he asked, and management asked, "Hey, you want to do this? Would you have time? You have to be, so when KK's Priest comes time to tour, I'll be, have to be 100% for them."
Okay. Now you're going to be playing out here on Sunday the 14th at 240 Rocks Live with Spiritual Sickness and Hair Nation are the two openers. Hair Nation featuring Jim Crean from Buffalo. You played Buffalo many times in the past. What are some of your memories about playing here?
I have. I go way back with Buffalo. Was one of the very first places I played when I started kind of doing some out of town dates. When I played with British Steel, the Judas Priest tribute band, I think one of the places might have been called Impacts or something.
That's going back.
Yeah. I remember it wasn't too far from the airport, I don't think.
No, it wasn't too. Yeah, Impacts is no longer around, but it was our biggest club. Huge, super high stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember going back then and playing a lot, played a lot of shows and a lot of venues. A lot of good times.
So now, what part of the road do you enjoy the best with all your experiences here?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I love being out here touring and stuff, definitely love touring, but it's someone asked me yesterday, "Are you excited?" And I'm like, well, I am excited to get out here. There's no doubt, but it's also my job, and I know it's a great job, but you have a lot that goes into it mentally and physically. And, but I love, it's funny. I actually like to travel. I'm not a bad person on traveling. So I like to travel around. I don't see anything because I'm getting ready for, I don't leave the hotel or house I'm staying or wherever we're at, or I don't even leave the venue if I'm there. But I love traveling and going different places.
So what is like the biggest crowd you've ever played in front of?
Oh man, I've played in front of, a lot. I think I played in one in Greece one time that was a few 100,000 people. But and I played in front of 100,000 crowd and played in front of. But these are festivals, so it's not like they're coming to see me. I played in front of. I know Iced Earth headlined Vakken, and I think it was like 70,000 people there at that one. So, but it's good as I've yet to play. America has fantastic festivals now, and I've actually yet to play a good festival in America yet. So I'm looking forward to that someday.
All right. Any other projects that you're going to be working on after the KK's Priest stuff later on in the new year there? Yeah, are you going to make any other solo albums or anything?
I hope to make another solo record. Right now, I just found out, I think it's like December 10th, I have a record coming out with a band I guest sang on. They're called Pyramid, and they're a progressive metal band. And I was asked to sing one song, and then I sang two, and then I sang three, and then I sang four, and then I sang five. This is what happens when COVID's going on. You can't do anything. And then I sang enough for a whole other record as well.
Oh, wow.
So Pyramids coming out. I did a band called Leviathan Project, which is kind of cool. It's out there right now, and it's like straightforward kind of good old hard rock. Uh, they even released special cassettes, which is kind of neat, you know, kind of doing a throwback thing.
Hmm.
I did a thing called um, Engineered uh, Society Project, Engineer Society Project, and it's really cool. It's out there right now too. It's like a Dio rock and roll, hard rock kind of music. It's fantastic. Uh, but it, you know, I try to stay busy. But the two main things I do, usually if I'm touring without COVID, the main thing would be solo. But now my main thing is Three Tremors and Ice and KK's Priest. KK's Priest will take the cake, like I said, once it gets going. But I'm totally love touring with the Three Tremors. It's a great show. We're all great friends, and we have a good time.
Yeah, sounds like it's going to be a fantastic show. We can't wait for it here. Well, we appreciate all your time and best of luck in all your endeavors here. And I hope everything goes well for you there.
You got it, buddy.
Make it through the tour there. Okay.
I'll get to the tour, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
All right. Sounds
All
good.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.